Don't know where I'm headed, but I ain't lost my way. Ain't worried about tomorrow, busy living for today. Don't worry about me, baby. Don't let it get you down. If the world keeps turning, honey, I'll be right back around. Guess I was born with a restless soul. Honey, I'd like to stay with you, but you know I gotta go. I'll see you next time I come back around. 'Cause baby, you know I'm a wandering man. Guess I was born with a restless soul. Honey, I'd like to stay with you, but you know I gotta go. I'll see you next time I come back around. 'Cause baby, you know I'm a wandering man. 'Cause baby, you know I'm a wandering man. 'Cause baby, you know I'm a wandering man. Yes, I am.
The Father and Son Friday show here on Simmons Says. I am Jeff Simmons. He is my dad, Don Simmons, and we are sponsored by Mud Bums Family Sports Grill, 507-2867. Again, I am Jeff Simmons, your host, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. Dad?
Yes,
welcome to the
sir.
show, my man.
It's always good to be here, Jeff.
I can tell. I'm happy to be here again, too. We're on Studio 605 Facebook page today, so hit that share button, let everybody know about Studio 605, and also let everybody know to follow that page where we'll be putting most of our live programming from here on out on Studio 605.
Yeah.
We have all these pages.
That page is getting longer by the day.
It absolutely is, again, too. So Studio 605 will be where we'll be doing most of our live production now that it's able to actually do it on Facebook on there, so we can keep the Warren County away for more of our website reporting. Of course, the Warren County Sports Authority will continue to stay on the Warren County Sports Authority page.
Wonder why.
Couldn't imagine. We
makes perfect sense.
We could probably dual stream it on Studio 605 and the Warren County Sports Authority just to keep everything and all of our programming. And also, too, you can go to YouTube at Studio 605 Productions and see all of our cachet.
Which is what I do. And
what you do, yeah.
that's why I was saying it's getting longer, because that's, my favorite over there. When I click on Studio 605, it used to didn't take very long to scroll through everything.
Yeah.
Now, it takes forever to scroll through everything.
You're welcome.
You are welcome.
Yeah, Chris Owens was talking about it the other day. He said, we've honestly almost created our own local TV TV.
You
network.
have. I mean, you haven't almost done it. You have.
Yeah.
And, you're already teasing another new
2
podcast.
Weeks. 2 weeks. In fact,
Is
not
it 2
even
weeks
2
or
weeks.
is next Wednesday, right?
Next Wednesday, I think you'll know a lot more about what it actually is.
Okay. All right.
You might actually see the faces behind it next week.
Okay. All right.
But the official.
And I'm assuming
first,
they're the female persuasion.
Yes.
Based
yes.
on the teases that you have given us.
Yes, I mean, they're moms. Yeah, they're
Okay.
females. Yes, they are women.
Moms, huh? Some of your favorite fans, maybe?
Hey, listen, I'm beyond any of that. I'm not going to give
I'm zeroing in now.
now?
I got a
Are
feeling.
you now?
I think so. I think I know who it might be now.
Well, we'll see. But again, too, I'm very happy about having that because, Stephen Helton, his show launched this Wednesday,
good
his
show.
Walk with Faith.
Good show,
He actually has been back in, so we know that he's going to be consistently doing that. Back it up, Terry had the sheriff on Tuesday night. We've
Who's
been
a
on
big sports fan?
Yeah, we've been on the Simmons Says show on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I like how Steven starts his show with a prayer,
Yeah.
and Chris ends his show with a prayer.
Nice, yeah.
It kind of runs together. That's pretty good.
Yeah, of course, Kirby, The Dash Between was out on Sunday as well on Studio 605.
Could tell that she was a lot more comfortable on this show than she was on the first one. That was really good.
Yeah, I was happy for her. We were sitting there. I was watching as she was recording. And, the first week, I think she thought she had 30 minutes and ended up with about 15. And then this week, she ended up at like 35. And I was like, yep, you're figuring. She's like, I think I was less nervous. I was like, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think you turned it on.
You can tell. I mean, can't you, whenever you're watching somebody?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah, you can really. I mean, it's like Chris. I mean, he's so relaxed now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is really into his groove. I got a feeling by the time it's all said and done, he's probably going to have his feet up on the table. I mean, he's just relaxing into that role.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Chris, you can't help but like talking to a guy like that. I mean, he and I talked a little bit at Mud Bums yesterday.
Okay.
He was telling me that, you look like my brother.
Okay.
So.
Apparently, yeah. Appreciate that.
No, he said he was going to give you a hard time about that.
Yeah, I still have not understood. I mean, like, whatever. The video got a lot of views and likes on YouTube.
Yeah.
We put out those clips of different places, and you never know. It's always weird to see how the algorithm's going to hit. Whether it's going to go big on Facebook, or if it's going to be big on Instagram, or for some reason it gets big on YouTube, whether it's the clips, the shorts, whatever. Yeah. You have no idea.
No.
Like that clip, really big on YouTube. Facebook, nothing, crickets.
Really?
So
that's odd.
So I'm one of those things where I'm like, well, I don't know which one. I was like, where's it going to be? Don't know.
Yeah. I need to text Steve, my brother, and tell him he needs to watch that.
Yeah, he does. He does. He absolutely should.
I said, your name has been evoked. Maybe he can figure out who that was in Smithville that you were talking to.
Yeah, I honestly don't know the guy. He just he approached and just legit said, hey, you Donnie? I was like, no. I said, my dad's Donnie. He said, you got a brother named Steve? I'm like, yeah.
Well, it sounds like he knew Steve more than he knew me.
Yeah, he did. He said that he grew up with Steve and was hanging out with Steve, so he knows Steve really, really well.
Yeah.
But he knew you were Steve's, like I said, he knew you were Steve's brother, which he knows that to me, if he knew enough to say, no, you were Steve's brother, he would assumingly know that you were Steve's older brother.
Well,
Which he was like, I grew up with Steve, went to school with Steve.
Yeah.
I'm like, so you thought I was Steve's older brother? Okay. All right. Well, we're there.
Yeah.
All right. If you say so.
In there. Yeah. Old brother. I grew a lot after I got out of high school.
Yes. That's also something that's been brought up to me several times, even recently. Is like, how are you, like, is anybody else in your family your size? I'm like, no, nobody. No. Nobody on the planet should be my size. Give me a break.
Well, there's a lot of basketball players bigger than you are.
Well, taller.
Yeah.
And there's some football players that might be bigger than me.
There's a lot of
professional athletes. Millionaires. The other Jeffrey Simmons.
Russian weightlifters.
But in general, yeah, someone asked me, they're like, how are you so much taller than your dad? I'm like, I don't know. I'm even taller than my mom. Is that an issue? I was like, I'm a foot taller than my mom.
Your doctor, whenever you were born, said the first time we took you back to the doctor, said they measured you and everything and said, yeah, this guy's going to be at least 6'4".
Yeah.
They said that right off the bat. And I was like, Renee?
Like, I'm not 6'4". Nobody in my family's 6'4".
She said, look at the face.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Oh, mercy. Well, again, too.
One of us had it in us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think she said
your growth plates were extremely large.
Oh, okay.
Evidently.
Well, there you go. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Oh,
happy
you should be.
It. Yeah. So again, too.
You get to look down on the rest of us mere mortals.
It helps for the
From-
vantage points for tonight.
Oh, yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we were talking about it. We'll be on the visitor side tonight. We will be the Warren County Sports Authority. We're always the Warren County Sports Authority.
Sure.
There's something I saw this week that really irritated me, Dad. I saw someone
me
put
about
out that they're the official pregame. And they're the official broadcast and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, official? Okay. Well, all right, whatever.
Official according to whom?
I guess if you say it, you make. I'm going to now declare that we are officially official, the Warren County Sports Authority.
Speak it into truth. Huh?
Yeah, I still cannot believe.
Yeah.
Drew Walker just asked in the message board if how tall is the milkman. Questions have been asked.
Well, which one? We had several milkmen.
The one that I always joke.
There was a milkman that never brought milk.
I've always joked that it must have been that guy. There must have been somebody down there in Rocky River too, because because the Wanamaker's have had this same thing happen with Logan. Everybody else in the family, not that big. Logan, gigantic. And I was like, and also too, the people are like, y'all kind of look alike too.
The thing about it is, for Dawn, the Mulraneys were pretty tall people.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've always laughed about that.
So she had it in her family, and I think your mom had a grandfather that was pretty tall too.
Grandfather, yeah, definitely. And I think she said she had an uncle, or maybe not an uncle, and definitely a grandfather.
Yeah.
Out there. So yeah, it just I got lucky.
It skipped a generation. What can you say?
Yeah. Well, we will. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever test out that theory again. My apologies. I know you're worried about the Simmons legacy.
I really am.
Oh,
well, I just wanted to play with my grandchildren.
I understand. Well, but again, too, it was just that was one thing that irritated me this week when I saw that. It was like, we're the official pregame. I'm like, well, no, you're not. There's no such thing.
I wouldn't let it bother you.
No.
You know who's going to determine who the official
The viewers.
is? That's right.
And what?
The people.
Yeah. Again,
the people of Warren County, and I think they have spoken pretty clearly about who they're going to watch for their sports coverage.
I tend to agree with you on that. Again, Warren County Sports Authority will be there early, setting up, getting everything going. Our broadcast will be on the Warren County Sports Authority Facebook page. It'll also be on the Studio 605 YouTube page. The pregame most likely will be carried through our Warren County Way page, in partnership with Kelly Walker Slaughter with Warren First. She's been doing a lot of our filming.
Only on Facebook, right?
Facebook, yeah.
Okay.
That'll just be on Facebook.
Yeah.
So you'll have to get on there and find. You'll have to go through Emily's account.
I guess eventually I am going to have to get on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
she might be able to. I might ask her if she can carry it on the Warren First YouTube page at the very least. Maybe her YouTube page and our Facebook page as a dual. Just to get some extra.
It'd be helpful for somebody like me.
Just you. If it has one view, I'll be like, I know who it was.
That'd be me. You know, this is not going to turn out into one of those shootouts at the OK Corral, right? I mean, y'all aren't going to get together and say this town's not big enough for both of us. I mean, there's coverage everywhere.
I think that in some aspects, I don't think that would be determined by us. I think at some point it might be determined by the school system. Yeah, I mean, we did have
that'd be an interesting. Dynamic.
Brent and I were talking about that yesterday.
Absolutely.
That there's this. They've come in. They've developed a kind of a new media policies and all the things of that nature, and how the credentialing works. That. I mean, it legitimately is to the point where it looks like it would look, if I applied for a credential for a Tennessee football game, it would look almost exactly like I was having to apply for a Warren County High School credential.
Well, I mean,
it's gotten to that level, which, and that
in fairness to the school system, there's so much more coverage than there used to be that they probably need to do that.
I don't disagree with that. I think the only issues that I have with it right now is it's almost like you're making us seem like we're a hindrance by being more apt to want to cover, where there are so many places around this area that would literally beg to have people like.
Oh, you guys were talking about that the other night. Yeah, I understand that, but
it's almost like, hey, look, we like that y'all are here, but we don't have this, that, and
Well,
also
they've got to have
you're
some
gonna,
kind of control.
and you're gonna pay. You're gonna have to pay to. And I'm like, okay, well,
That part is kind of different to me.
it's very different to me.
Yeah,
It's-
I don't really understand why you'd have to pay for that, but I guess it's a revenue generator for them, or they're looking at it that way.
I guess.
Well, most schools do. I mean, talking about colleges.
Colleges,
pros, yeah.
yes. College, yes. Lots of colleges do.
Right. So I guess in a a smaller arena, they're looking at it the same way. It's a revenue generator.
It's a revenue generator. Yeah, it's just
I don't know how much it's going to generate, but
I don't know.
enough to
And-
pay for meals for the press box. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't know. Won't be there.
But yeah, it's different though. I mean, when you think about it, for a school like us, and we are a 6A school. I mean,
We're
we're
a
one of the largest schools in the state.
Yep.
You know, to have multiple media outlets covering you is different.
Yeah.
I guess, than it is for rest of the counties in Tennessee, other than Memphis or Nashville.
Well, I
Chattanooga,
mean, I
place
think
like
one
that.
of the things that Coach Ballou pointed it out, and he was talking about it last night, but he
Oh,
was
yeah.
talking about it on different things. One aspect that's a little bit different for here compared to literally almost anywhere else is we're a one
One
high
school
school
county.
when it comes to public schools with public teams in the TSSAA. Now, that being said, we do have Covenant and we do have Boyd. But those teams, they don't have
teams.
football teams. So when it comes to football coverage,
No.
Warren, there's only
They have flag football.
yes. That, on Friday nights in the fall, it's just Warren County.
Yes.
Even
This
across,
is the
I mean,
only game in town.
I mean, just down Highway 55 in Coffee County, they're playing the Coffee Pot tonight. I mean, Coffee County and Tullahoma are both in Coffee County.
Right.
I mean, you don't see a lot of this size schools with just one school in their county.
right.
I mean, it's even Cookeville has, Upperman and Putnam County. I mean, they have Monterey. I mean, there's plenty of places there. Everywhere else, it's they at this point, honestly, it's basically what I would say is anywhere else they probably would have already split into two
Yeah.
high schools.
You kind of wonder why it never happened here. But anyway, that's
we could
we
can ponder
another
the wonders of the
podcast for another time that would take a long time.
Yeah, we could ponder the wonders of the universe all the time when
But,
it comes to
You know
high
what?
schools.
You're talking about the podcast last night, the coaches show.
Yep.
One of the most encouraging things I got out of that was him saying that he's up to 85 players.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yep.
There was a long time where I was worried that we were ever going to get to those kind of numbers again.
I've
Encouraging that kids want to come out, they want to be a part of it, they want to play.
I've said it
That's great.
multiple times that I don't care that there would be people that would try to deny it now. In 2018, it was 2018. It was the last year Coach Tom Moore was here. That team was in danger of forfeiting the last part of their season and just shutting the program down for a couple of weeks. No, I'm not saying like shutting it down and never playing football
but for the
anymore.
season.
But for the season, because of lack of numbers.
Yeah.
They were down
And they
to
had
the
some
point
injuries,
where they were down to the point where they might have been able to field 20 to 25 players.
And that
And
was
we-
with freshmen.
And yeah, when we have seen that happen in the state right now, I mean, Hunters Lane, who Warren County will be playing next Friday night, did not play last week. They had to forfeit their home opener because they didn't have enough players. Now they will kick it off tonight. I think they're playing McGavick, and then hopefully we'll make the trip to Warren County next week for the game. But I heard from the numbers that I've been hearing from them, that's the kind of numbers they're probably going to be putting up. Is about 25 to 30 kids. So you're exactly right. When I hear 85 kids are playing football in there in Warren County, that tells me that we've done something right, because in 2018, even when we had middle school, high school, and we did have some youth, I don't know if we had 85 kids in
It's
Warren
just 8
County
years
playing.
ago.
8
Yeah.
years ago, I don't even know if we had 100 kids playing football from
Total.
K-12.
Total. Yeah.
Now you have 85 at the high school. You have a pretty solid nucleus of kids,
Middle
probably around
school.
50 to 60 at the middle school, and then you have a Division I, Division II, and Division III team that is playing pretty well. They went to Manchester and had a good run. So yeah, it's happened. It's the
encouraging.
numbers are coming up.
And what do you think that is?
Yep.
Why do you think there's been a renewed interest? Do you think that the coverage that you guys are giving all of that is a big part of it?
I don't know if
I think it's a part of it. I don't know how big a part of it is.
I would say that has something to do with the fact that we've consistently tried to highlight the Pioneer football program, and we've been there from the I remember. I mean, it's funny we were talking about this was the kind of the evolution of these like you were saying, is that now there's all these coverage places, and I don't.
That's right.
And I really aren't. I'm not trying to toot my own horn when I say this. I feel like I caused some of this because
when you went out on your own,
for the longest amount of time, from 2010 to about 2020, or probably from any time before 2020, it was a two thing. You had Jay Walker in the booth. You had whoever was covering the game for the Southern Standard on the field.
Which was you for
which
a
was
long
me
period of time.
It was me for about 10 years.
Right.
And then when I started the Warren County Sports Authority, you went from one person on the sideline and a booth team to now two reporters on the sidelines and a booth team. Well, and actually in the midst of all that, you starting to see some photographers come in as well. So, and that was the moment that we started
Brent
the Sports
Carden,
Authority
who was on this
with
one.
Brent Carden or Jeff Griffin on that with Painted Barn Media. So now all of a sudden you have a photographer and two reporters. Well, the first thing that I did when I got down there was I'm going to bring in sideline reporters for video. That's where I got Trevin Ann's.
Right.
So now all of a sudden you have a reporter, a second reporter, two sideline reporters, a photographer, and people in the booth. Fast forward to going when I left and went back to the Southern Standard, where you were thinking, oh, okay, well, that'll clip out that media. Maybe for a year or two. I go to another media. I started another company I started another newspaper or / website with them through their company and spearhead that. So now it's out there. The Southern Standard hasn't gone away. I know people think that, it might not be there.
It kind of feels like it has, but it's still there.
And then we have radio. But now after I left there and started a broadcast company, and now you have two broadcast companies, a radio, that one of those being a radio / video,
right. Yeah,
still the newspaper, still a website, and now another website, and then you have all this photography. So I'm like, yeah, and I like in some aspects what I'm frustrated with, I help create. So sometimes I just want to go back. Hey, listen. Wipe out all this. Just let me and Jay do this.
Instead of going all those different steps, you just start here and jump all the way across to here.
Yeah.
Where you are now. But the thing to me, and I thought a lot about that this week whenever you guys were talking about it, what you guys have done is you went the Jimmy Walker route.
Yeah.
You made it all about the kids.
Exactly.
And I think that's what they like.
Yeah.
I think that's why you're seeing a lot more of these students that are wanting to participate and want to be part of it. Last year's record, I think that helped a whole lot too.
Yeah.
They've seen that they can be successful.
That CJA group, that 2020 team, Cason Holder, Rylan Holder, Dante Elam, Clay Thompson, Caden Jordan, all the Douglas Wells, that big group of kids that all go in and play in college didn't hurt. CJ obviously becoming Mr. Football certainly didn't hurt. There's probably a lot of these kids now. It would be interesting to ask some of these freshmen and middle schoolers and just ask them, when did you start following football here? Yeah. And it might have been right around that 2020.
Interested in starting to play too.
Yeah. It was right around 2020, and that was probably a lot more around the time with the Sports Authority. We started doing a lot of video coverage and highlight videos and the graphics. And like you said, all the stuff that the kids want to see now. Yeah, the social media aspect of it.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. That was my next point, because that's what you brought. Yeah. Instead of it being on the radio and, yeah,
you can't see it.
Can't see it, and we're losing a lot. Yeah. All of a sudden, it's on all these medias, where kids are actually watching
Yeah.
the medias.
Yeah.
Because they're not listening to the radio. Kids don't listen to the radio. I mean, they just don't listen to radio.
The day
They've
that
got so many other things they can look at.
the day that I knew that radio was just out, I was like, this is unsustainable business practice, was when I was working in radio and we had some kind of equipment failure that knocked out every station that we were feeding for like 30 minutes
My.
and not a single phone call. Nobody.
And you knew, yeah.
And when you know that, you're like, nobody cares. One of two things happen, and neither one of them is a good thing. Either one, nobody noticed, or two, people did notice and they did not care.
Well, you know, from riding the games back and forth or places with me,
Yeah.
we listened to radio all the time, but it was always Sirius. Sirius X.
Yeah, it's evolved and it's flipped and evolved. I mean, yeah, I do remember. We had Leonard's Losers when I was a kid, and we would listen to that, and we would listen to the pregame, and you wanted to hear John Ward from the bottom at Gate 21 and all all that. But now you don't really get a lot of that unless you can see, like you said, unless you can see it.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, they'll be like, all right, I want to watch that. I want to see the people coming in. I want to see the band coming in. I want to see y'all talking, because everybody's of the same opinion that I've been for a while, which is that's what new media is.
Yeah.
That's just it just is. And especially, I mean, in Warren County, yeah, you might still, I mean, yeah, there's a avenue to continue to put a newspaper out. There's still, I mean, obviously there is, because they still do it.
Yeah.
So there's people that want that. And I mean, look,
it's very small now, but yeah.
I think it's a very shrinking window.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's also a very shrinking window of people that probably still want to put the headphones on and listen to the game. But there are people out there to do it. But if you're not going out there and broadcasting, which is exactly what we said we were going to do, and we're not just going to broadcast, and that was another thing where you talk about getting for the kids. I think the reason why we're getting a lot of traction immediately is we're not just going to be at very certain few, or we're just going to cover football. I mean, Sullins and Trev were Monday night. We're in Coffee County, calling the volleyball game. We had video. We had people in the stands that help us out that were in Smyrna last night at the volleyball game. We're going to be I was at a soccer game on Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday night. I can't remember. That right now my schedule is so crazy. I don't remember. But we're at soccer games. We're going to be at all these.
Where are you at right now?
I'm be where my feet are. I'm at Studio 605. We're the Simmons Says Show, Father and Son Friday, sponsored by Mud Bums Family Sports Grill. 507-2867 507 They'll be opening here in a couple of minutes, and you can give them a call. Yeah, it just
had wings last night.
Did you?
Yep, really good.
Wing night. It's just the fact that we've been able to, kind of get into front of people. I mean, the biggest thing is too now is I think people are starting to realize our reach is like people. We were in the comment like Wednesday night. Sullivan starts that rant, and some of those comments that are coming in, they're like, "Yeah, y'all need a stadium," are coming from people from Cookeville. Coming from people from out of town. Like we were literally walking off the field at DeKalb County the other night, and we get stopped by a coach that says, "Hey man, we love y'all's show." I said, "What the heck?"
No, that shouldn't surprise you. But I think the big thing there is it's not just social media for the kids, but the parents. I think this is the first time in a long time that parents have been able to see their children, and that means a lot to them.
Yep.
And not just football. It's every sport. Parents want to see that, and they love seeing the clips. They like seeing their kids interviewed and talked to, and being on this show a lot. That means a lot to the parents.
Yeah.
Then I think when you get a community excited like that,
well,
it just filters on down.
Oh, well, I hate to break it to them. They won't be on this show this year.
Not this one.
Not this one.
Not Father and Son Friday.
Well, no, they won't be on the Simmons
Says. Oh, why is that?
Not if they're in the Warren County school system.
Oh, they can't be on your show?
That was one of the things that we got in the media policy is there will be they won't release coaches or players at all for anything to do during instructional time.
Wow.
There will be no interviews done.
Well, you could
So
always.
if you wanted to have lots
well,
of, but I mean,
you
if
could
you want
always
to
do
have
an
live
interview
program,
after the show, and then you could play that video during your show.
yeah,
But it wouldn't be a back and forth, I guess.
No.
Yeah,
You could
not
go and-
live.
you can go get a 2-minute clip or something. You could go, hey, we talked to so and so. But at that point,
But that'd be kind of cool. I think.
I wouldn't do it for my show though. We just put it on live.
Well, yeah, well, that's true.
If I was interviewing somebody at a game live, I wouldn't go and be like, "Oh, we're gonna save this and put it on tomorrow."
Well,
We
I
would
think
just
that's
put it on
important,
now.
Jeff. If I was to make a recommendation, to you,
Trust me. I think it's
No,
my
I'm
argument was, y'all do realize that that's one of the ways in which we were able to continuously push out and represent and give the community more information about your programs, your players, your coaches, is in these times. And I guess.
well, and it was pretty educational for the kids too, because I mean, when you had your takeover shows, it got them to learn what this business could be like, what it is like.
Yep.
But again, my recommendation be, don't lose that personal touch with the kids. If you have to do those interviews after school or whenever you can, I would set them up and do them.
I mean, we're going to try to do again. This is what we do is for the kids of the community first and foremost. And again, too, it's also why we've made that huge push about everything being free.
Right.
And they just announced today, the Warren County High School Facebook page announced today that the first 65 kids without an all season pass, get in free tonight.
Wow.
Off of some of the stuff, Deborah Evans did a tremendous job on the Warren County Sports Authority, made a comment that kind of grew within the community, and we were able to, merge all those people together, get that money to the school, and they're now going to let 65 kids in for free. So again, just shout out Deborah Evans. It was a tremendous idea.
That was a great idea.
And all the people that jumped in on that, I know it's too many to name. I mean, there's some people that are there. There might be some people in front of the camera right now that might have even jumped in on that. And and just saying that there's going to be 65 kids will be let in for free tonight, K through 12.
That's great.
That are going to be able to go to the games.
I wish we could get it to the point where it was everybody could get in free. All the students.
Well, it started at 60, and it was by this, even before we could even get it out this morning, or before they could get it out this morning, it would jump to 65. So it might jump to 100 before next week. I don't know. We'll see. I know there's a lot of people.
Is that all season pass, right?
All season pass.
That's right. So it's not just this game.
No.
It's for every game.
It's for
every sport.
high school.
Right, for this year. High school.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't
high
go
school
use all.
student.
You can't. No, it's all students.
Oh.
But it's high school sports.
Okay.
That was something I noticed. They said to stress that it's K through 12 students.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can get in.
That's even better than I thought.
Events. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty good.
So I'm hoping that we'll continue to be able to grow that and get more kids and more kids, because I think that's what you said. The more that we can get kids to the games and experiencing what's going on there, is the better chances that they'll continue to stay involved. And let's just be frank, to stay here.
Yeah.
To stay in Warren County. Because we got into that debate about the stadium, and I think that's one of the reasons why the stadium's become such an integral conversation is you're going to have to almost recruit your own community anymore. I know people are like, well, you just said that we're the only high school in town. Yeah, but you can transfer anywhere now, one time, with no restrictions. So, I mean, if you're not keeping up with Coffee County, if you're not keeping up with Tullahoma, if you're not keeping up with Cookeville, Smithville, Van Buren County, Grundy County, Cannon County, who's coming up quick,
right.
Or I mean, heaven forbid, if you even want to start trying to reach out to the kids, I mean, you can get to Murfreesboro pretty quick now.
Oh,
I'm not saying it's easy, but if you're willing to drive 45, 50 minutes a day to and back and forth, then you could. Then if you were athletically inclined enough to go do that, they could, without any kind of thing that you'd have to stop, any recourse to stop anybody from doing that.
And the schools in Murfreesboro have the means to make it easier on you if they want to.
I'm sure if they really, really wanted to,
they
could. So you have to show progress. You have to show that you're in this. Or there's going to be kids and there's going to be parents that are going to say, we'd rather go do this somewhere else. You know, and it's and because it's tough. We've talked about this 100 times. When it comes to all these schools that are around this area, in a multitude of sports, we're dealing with some of the best of the best. And if you add in Murfreesboro, you literally are dealing with the best of the best because Oakland's sitting right there for football, and they've won multiple state championships. But Upperman,
That's a factory.
Upperman,
Oh yeah,
they've won state championships. We talked about it in girls basketball. There was a time where I think there was a lot of people who thought that Upper Cumberland, just in this 45-mile, 50-mile radius, was going to win every state championship last year. I mean, you had Upperman, White County, Van Buren County, and
it's
Coffee
a throne
County.
of girls basketball.
And Cookeville, not Coffee County this year. So there was four teams that you thought they might win every single classification in girls basketball.
Very
Boys
realistic.
basketball, you know, Upperman's good at everything. Well,
Yeah, they really are.
Let's be real there. Upperman's good at everything, but
Which is
there's
amazing to
multitudes.
me. I mean,
But
that's
Cookeville makes a run all the way near to the state tournament last year in boys basketball. Baseball. We talked to Coach King about this. They won 20. Our baseball team won over 20 games last year and did not win a game in district.
yeah.
And it was like, well, why is that? Well, when we go play Shelbyville, we're going against Stephen Bobo, who's committed to Vanderbilt. Or you go to Cookeville and you're playing against a kid that's committed to Auburn. Or you go to go and play Coffee County, where had a kid that was originally committed to Mississippi State. I don't know where Pippinger ended up going, but again, you start going to all these programs. Yeah, it's tough.
There's talent.
There's talent
Mid-State.
everywhere. There's talent here.
There's always been talent in the mid-state in baseball.
Yeah.
Now you and I have talked about it. That's why softball is so difficult to play in the mid-state.
Yeah.
You know, you've got so many good teams, and I mean, there are just literally hundreds of good teams in the mid-state in every classification you can get to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. But again, I think, you know, what you're doing is showcasing all of the kids here. I think you've seen that in the uptick in the number of scholarships that kids are getting. That maybe it's not going to Vanderbilt like, you know, CJ did or UT where K-Ron went, but they're going to school.
Yeah.
You know, and they're playing football in school.
Yeah. They're
being able to continue what they love beyond high school.
Yeah, we actually had that conversation with Noah McKay with the Upper Cumberland Reporter, with Upper Cumberland Reporter, not the Upper Cumberland Reporter. I always forget about that. Sorry, my apologies.
Not
T. Not the Upper Cumberland Reporter. They're just Upper Cumberland Reporter. We were talking to him about that. He said that he's even seen an uptick in the area, and a lot of that I think has to do with the fact that their coverage has been, you know, rising tide, you know, lifts all ships.
Boats.
And then they're getting more people noticed. There's more people that can go and just say, I don't know if this kid's this or that. Well, you can just go watch their film. It's right there. It's very easily attained.
Right.
Whereas where used to you might get a 2-minute clip if you're lucky.
Right.
Now all of a sudden you can watch full games. You can go watch full broadcasts. You can get their life story on that. That stuff matters. And yeah, and Drew Walker makes a good point. Says that radio plays its part. When the internet goes out, the radio's still there. So it does have its place. I'm not saying it doesn't have its place. And there's going to be people that are going to stay with radio all the time. At this point, it's funny though that he brings that up. It's like, at this point, radio's almost streaming through internet as well too. It's almost to the point where you have to have, I saw the equipment last year.
Most people do.
I was like, if our internet connection goes out, we won't have radio.
I know the last 3 years, whenever I listened to it on the radio,
yeah,
I was listening to it on my computer, streaming.
Yeah. Yeah. That was, honest to goodness, one of the hardest things about trying to get back to listening to it on radio was I was like, I don't have a radio.
We always keep one.
Yeah. I was like, I don't have a radio. I legitimately don't have a radio. I had to get at one point last year, I remember trying to keep tabs of a game, and I was like, I don't have.
As the guy who did it, it's all based off IP.
Yeah. Connor says all based on IP.
All based off
Thank
IP.
you, thank you, Connor.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I was like, oh man, our internet.
That's what I was
sitting here thinking it's our internet. Oh no. No, again, too.
We're
Franklin
just
Fisher,
talking into a void.
Yeah, Franklin Fisher says, we stopped for a post-game meal last night. My wife texted me and congratulated us on the victory. She said she watched some video and the score immediately. Wow, thank you for the coverage from the Warren County Way. She said, he also added, you guys are kind of like Roy Kent. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere.
Oi!
That's what we're trying to do, man. Again, I know we got other things that we want to get to, but yeah, I do think that there's a purpose for what we're trying to do. And I'll say this: there's a place for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bully. I'm not trying to bully anybody out of what we're going to do. We're just saying we're not leaving. We're not leaving.
Yeah.
We're not leaving.
Right now the town's big enough for the both of you. It's just see who grows.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
I like it.
I really hate that the school system made that policy that they're not going to allow kids to come and do interviews during school hours.
I do too. I think it's going to be. I think it's it's tough. I think it's going to be tough to. I think that there's. I mean, look, I've been in it. I've done the daily shows.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I've done the daily show for over. I mean, I started mine last February or 2 Februarys ago. So now by this upcoming February, I've been doing this for 2 years.
Kids are a big part of that.
Consistently having to get a guest day to day is tough in its own right.
I know you've had me on twice this week.
On its own right, it's hard to get a guest too. But it's mostly, even if once you start getting to the point where, we had this conversation. If you're going to have an hour show, you have to have a guest that can keep up with an hour worth of information. I said, well, when you have sports teams or a coach that can come on, they can traditionally give you an hour worth of content, even if the worst case scenario would be, hey, we're going to sit here, we're going to talk to coach for 15 minutes, and we're going to talk to 3 individual players for 15 minutes. You can make that work. And now it's like you get them for 0 minutes.
Well, again, I encourage you to continue interviewing them and putting it on, even if you have to do it after hours. Although, Lord, hey, I was going to ask you, when do you have time anymore?
Yeah, I mean, again, too, it's always one of those things where it's the flip flop of
if you're not
the moment that the moment the kids are available, I'm unavailable. The moment that I'm available, they're unavailable. So it's, I mean, I can understand this in aspect. Instructional time is instructional time.
True.
Point blank.
Yeah, I understand that too.
So it is more important. When I read out of that.
Well, it means that they probably shouldn't have a homecoming day either. Then, right? I mean, you shouldn't let them out of class to go to homecoming or anything.
Look, man,
I'm just saying.
I'm not getting into it. I have my own feelings on it, but at the end of the day, it does not matter.
How many hours are you going to be on air this week?
Adding up to all of it. I mean,
you got Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and an hour. Well, hour on the Simmons.
4 hours on the Simmons Says show. Coach's show was another hour. 5. The Sports Authority was 2 hours. 7. Tonight's broadcast will probably be pregame plus game, probably another 4. So 11 hours.
11 hours. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for every hour that you're on air, what would you say the time is of doing prep work?
Minimum hour. It's an hour
of each.
Football probably takes up a ton of that, but the Simmons Says show, yeah.
That's 22. And then all the writing that you do besides that. But you're a busy dude.
I tend to try to stay busy.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah. I don't like. I wrote it in my Simmons Says column yesterday with the mailbag that I put it there at the end where people asked about it. It was like, do you like now the fact that with the fall sports in full swing, you got 18 places to be at the all time? I'm like, my job's not work. My job's not work. Sullins comes over to the Sports Authority show sometimes, and you can tell he's just come out from under a truck, covered in grease. Trev, with what Trev does with with his insurance company, there's probably days where Trev has to deal or has to talk to people when they're dealing with one of the worst days of their lives.
Yeah,
when they're calling him and like, hey, we got this has happened to our house or our car or blah blah blah, and that's tough. That's work.
Right.
Ans, who is going to be on the broadcast with us on the sidelines tonight. Ans is over at the school right now, dealing with hundreds of kids a day.
Okay.
Trying to teach them at least one thing a day.
She's the worst of the 3 so far.
Yeah, and then when she goes home, she's a mother of 2. She's all the things that she has to do. I go to sports games, man. I go to sporting events and get to do the easiest thing in the world. either talk about them, write about them, or take pictures of them. That's about the only thing I do. And then at the end of the day,
It's a good life.
And everything that I provide for the community, they can get it, and they don't pay a dime for it. You can watch this show
That's pretty
free.
awesome.
You can read my stories free. Any pictures I put out free. I have the easiest job in the world when it comes to that. Is it tough to be everywhere all the time? Absolutely.
Oh, it's impossible now.
Yeah.
With everything that you guys are covering now, it's impossible for you to be at every single game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And,
a guy like guy like Connor, like he's going to be at the game tonight. He's going to be doing all that stuff, and you and I both know we talk to him all the time. Where do you think Connor's going this weekend?
Oh, he's got another
He's
job.
going to go work security. He's
Yeah.
probably going to be working security overnight,
Mhm.
at least one or two. I mean, like I said, those guys and gals they have jobs. I have a hobby that funds my house and keeps me living. That's about it.
Huh?
Yeah.
You seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah. I mean,
Is it going to be worse during basketball season?
Of course. Yeah, I'm coaching. I'll be
Yeah.
coaching
You'll
and
be
doing
coaching.
all this.
I know. and calling 2 games a week at least.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whew.
Yeah.
It's going to be rough.
Well, I mean, here's the end of it, and this is something
The choice you made.
Man, Coach and I were talking about this last night because, like I said, there's been some stuff that's operating behind the scenes and conversations that are happening behind the scenes about how this is all going, and the speed bumps that we're having to try to navigate to just simply do what we want to do, which is highlight Warren County sports.
Right.
And the speed bumps we're having to navigate to get around that is, I told him, I said, the good thing about this is I absolutely know 100% with no uncertainty is Sullins is in this for the youth of Warren County. He's not in this to make money. He's not. I mean, we're going to we got stuff that we have to pay for. We have equipment we have to pay for. We have people that work and do a good job that we have to pay for.
Building here, you got
we have buildings we have to pay for. Yes, we have costs, but he's not in this to try to make, he's not trying to make this into something that is gigantic. He wants to make this sustainable enough that we can tell Warren County stories for Warren County athletics, but also have guys like Stephen Helton and Kirby and our new show that's going to be happening soon, and Chris Terry. We want to be able to tell Warren County stories through all the things that we're doing here. That's what we're in this for. And for me, as I said, you know this for a fact. You've talked to me about this multiple times. If I wanted to do this to get money and be a much more wealthier person, I would have left Warren County a decade ago.
Mm-hmm.
When I had opportunities.
We've had that conversation.
Multiple
quite a few times.
opportunities to go work for different communities, different papers, different media outlets for significantly more money. And I said, I'm not leaving here. If I'm doing this job, I'm doing it for Warren County. Point blank, period.
That's why it's the Warren County Sports Authority.
It's the Warren County Sports Authority, why it's the Warren County way. I don't do this.
Do you remember the first time?
I don't do this to get rich.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you used that phrase?
Warren County Sports Authority?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my first year that I was writing.
Yeah.
I think I could go. I went back and actually looked it up. There's like a column where I started calling myself the Warren County Sports Authority.
So you started that phrase.
I started it.
Somebody else didn't start that phrase?
Why? Do you think you did?
Oh, no.
Do you think? Yeah,
No, I'm just asking. I just wonder if somebody said, hey, there goes the Warren County Sports Authority.
No, they were calling me Paperboy back in the day. I didn't like
Paperboy.
that.
No,
You know why I did
don't
it?
think I would have liked
Jay
that
Walker.
either. Oh, yeah.
Jay Walker was the
Okay.
voice of the Pioneers, and he's still the voice of the Pioneers. He will always, in my opinion, be the voice of Pioneers. Now, Jay might tell you that, Earl Dugan, there were some guys in front of him that carried on that moniker. For my age group of people, Jay Walker is and will forever be the voice of the Pioneers.
Right.
But I was always like, man, that's such a great title. It's sweet to be the voice of the Pioneers. So I was just like, I'm just going to be the Warren County Sports Authority.
There you go. I thought it might have came from a movie or something. Or
You should have known better. You should have known better that it was out
remember.
of just complete hubris.
Well, I didn't want to think that, but
Come on,
yeah,
you had to know that he's like, he just come up with that. on
the
his own.
self-appointed.
Yeah.
But now, the people's authority.
Yeah. And Connor went and says, at least you have a hobby you're good at. My hobby is fishing. The only part of it I'm good at is fishing. The case of bread water is bought with me.
Yeah, but there's something about fishing, though.
And that bread water.
Very common. Well,
Yeah, again, too. Well, one, too, I appreciate Connor saying that I'm good at it.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I don't know. I mean, I don't really think about it in terms of that stuff. I mean, it's cool. I got, the awards. Like you're mad at me still.
Yes, I
that
am.
I will not go out and find the awards that I've won to put over here. I'm like,
Not
it doesn't
mad at you about that, but it's a little disappointing. It would look really good in your studio.
Yeah. Like I said, it kind of made me. I didn't want to bring in the diploma. I was like, that's not my thing, man. I mean, it looks nice.
That's my thing.
The only reason
I'm more proud of that diploma than you are.
Well, one, yes. The reason why I didn't have a problem hanging it was because what you just said. You're really proud about that. Mom got that framed, and it was made to show off.
That's right.
So there you go. It's out there.
We all wanted everybody to know that Jeff did graduate from the University of Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird because, I mean, look, I genuinely appreciate and love when people tell me about, hey, they love what we're doing, and we're good, and it does make me feel good out there. But I also am like, I get awkward when people do it because I'm like, oh yeah, it's cool, but don't worry about it, stuff like that. But it does. But but
you
there
handle
are
it
days.
fine.
Yeah, I was like, that's not really why I do it. I was legitimately at a restaurant last night. And a parent called me over. They had a kid. Their kid plays on the middle school football team as well as one of the elementary basketball teams. And they were like, hey, he thinks you're awesome. They're like, you're like his hero. And I was like,
Really?
oh, yeah. And of course, I think it made his night because they were like, you know who he is? I'm like, yeah, sure. It's so-and-so. And they're like, and then you could see the kid.
You know me?
The kid kind of did that. I'm like, yeah. Of course. I was like, yes. I was like, it kind of goes back to the conversation we had last Friday. I don't have to look stuff up when it comes to like telling the stories about kids that are in this community. I know them because I wrote them.
Yeah.
If you're looking up the stories about these kids to learn them, you're looking up my stories.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I run into a little bit about that too.
Yeah.
Except for there's, I'd say a very small percentage of people in this town even know who I am.
Yeah.
But the people that do, hey, that's Jeff's dad. Or, hey, that's Brett's dad. Or that's Adam's dad.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is, but yeah, that's Jeff's dad.
That's the Simmons patriarch.
I'm like, oh, yeah, don't blame me for everything. That's what
Yeah, you better walk it back quick.
All
All right. Well, hey, listen again, too, before we get done here on the Simmons Says Show, we want to get into a little bit of Cold Creek Farms softball story time. Again, Cold Creek Farms, Brad Davenport, sponsor of the softball story time. Each week on the Simmons Says Father and Son Friday.
Did he send in a story for you?
I did get to talk to him. No real story from this week. Did say that they went and played this weekend. They finished fourth.
Congratulations.
Fourth place was a pretty good finish compared to where they started, because he did say, I think in their very first game on Saturday, they were down 20-0 in the first inning.
Oh.
So to battle back to fourth, great job by the Cold Creek Farms and Team Tribe out there.
How many teams in the tournament? 4?
I didn't ask. I didn't.
You didn't ask, and he didn't tell. He left out that detail. I've been in several tournaments that were like that, and somebody asked, "Oh yeah, we finished fourth."
I think it got better in the second. I think
it
it did get better in the second inning. I think it was 21-1.
Well, they're
They
supposed to
scored at that point.
It's supposed to be 20 runs at any time. Used to be the run rule when we played.
Yeah,
Remember, I told you about that.
Yeah, you played in the dark ages, man.
Yeah,
that was before that was before they had video.
I know. Yeah, we were hitting rocks with sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got any of those old radio calls of those games?
No, I don't think we're ever on radio. And it's probably a good thing we weren't on radio.
No, but the one thing that he
Be
did
one
tell
long
me,
beer ad.
the one thing that he did tell me was, and he has requested, and I told him that we will make this request happen, is he was able to, I think Paul P. was in attendance this weekend.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he was like, hey, y'all
So
have,
Paul feeling better?
He said that y'all have to get Paul P. on the show.
That would be awesome.
He said that Paul P. was I guess he pulled up the clip of us talking about Paul P.
Did,
so
did he pull up the clip of me doing a Paul P impression?
Oh yeah, it was in the clip.
Oh, yeah. I'd be interested to hear what Paul P thought about my impression.
Well, what I told him is the next time that we go do a live remote at Mud Bums, we'll do me, you, and we'll bring in Paul P.
That sounds good.
And we'll have and probably Brett and maybe a lot of other people too.
I'd like to hear some of the stories. Paul kind of bridges the gap.
Oh yeah, he's seen it all.
He's seen both generations of the Simmonses playing ball.
Yeah. So he might have
Be interesting to hear everybody ask, which one of those is the best ball player?
Yeah, we were have Paul P rank the Simmonses
on the
softball. Wow, you're gonna put a lot of pressure on the old man.
No, I need to talk to Paul before that show.
Well, I can tell you
just to refresh his memory.
I can tell you exactly where you can get in touch with him if you want to do that. But no, we're gonna.
I don't want
to
to prejudice him.
So that's a little bit of my softball story time. It was cool to hear that Paul P had got out and got to watch a little bit of softball this weekend.
That's great.
And it was funny that he said that they finished fourth, but they started 20-0. I was like, oof. That's not a great way to start the weekend.
I don't think I've ever been down 20 runs at one time because, like I said, that it was 20 runs at any time. Yeah. But boy, we have been down before, like that, and 20 runs in an inning. Yeah. That's demoralizing.
Oh, because you just at some point you just realize that there's nothing you're going to have to do to stop it until they just hit themselves out of it.
Today just not going to be my day. Maybe they'll get a cramp from running the bases or something like that. Yeah, that's about the only thing you can hope for on a day like that. Yeah. But I really do wish that the people that listen would give a list of their superstitions because, softball players to me are some of the most superstitious people on the face of the earth.
Diamond Sports just bring that out.
I guess it does.
Softball, baseball.
They all like that, yeah.
Fast pitch softball, yeah, everybody has it.
Yeah, your favorite hat. I mean, it's like for me, I had to wear a hat to the game, but I never played in a hat. Yeah. But I had to wear a hat to the game. Yep. And I had my favorite bag. My lucky number was 7. I always tried to do everything around that number. I had a 34-ounce bat. Mm-hmm. 3 and 4 add up to 7. Even at one point in my career, I had a 7 of hearts in my sock. Yeah. It was just things like that. I just had some of the weirdest superstitions. I always loved eating toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwiches the day of a game. That was my breakfast. 2 toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Honestly, I don't hate that.
Yeah, I didn't either. But, if I didn't do that, I was like, oh, man, I'm doomed. Yeah. I'm doomed. Yeah, I never kept track of that.
Some of those would make the cut, some of them wouldn't. If we're talking about making the cut, we're talking about Tina Foster with Silver Scissors, 212-6071. You can give her a call, leave a message. She will get back to you again. Silver Scissors out on South Chantry in the U.S. Chiropractic building out there. So if you want to go see Tina, do it. She does a great job. In fact, I need to go see Tina. I say this every single week.
I wasn't going to say anything, but...
I did talk to her this week, so I think we're going to get something on the books here soon. We were talking about, her was talking about her sponsorship. So again, too, Silver Scissors, Tina Foster, 212-6071 on that. So making the cut. Yeah, some of those the toasted peanut butter and jelly makes the cut. 100%. The 7 of hearts in your sock does not make the cut. That's the craziest thing ever.
So you would a 7 of clubs or
no, don't put playing cards in your socks. Don't put anything in your socks.
I used to keep a quarter in my shoe.
Yeah. Did you also were you old enough to have like the potato or the onion they would slice and put in the sock to make you feel better?
No.
That's like an old wives' tale or something, wasn't it? Where they like slice. Look it up.
I'll look that up, but I know.
I think they would like slice an onion and put it in your sock.
I'll probably be in here next week with a potato in my shoe. Now that you said that, I mean, if it makes you feel better.
Yeah, I think it's like oxidation or something like that. I don't know, man. I feel like if I put anything in my sock and then like let it sit there overnight, I don't want to see that.
Well, I don't know. If I wore a potato in my shoe after about one tournament, it would probably be vodka in there.
Yeah. Frank Fisher says, walking with someone and you don't walk on opposite side. Never split the post. Never split the post. That's bad. Yeah. He's a little stitious.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I've always been that way.
Yeah. Well, man, we are running out of time.
Oh, no.
We have run out of time. We have run out of time.
Speaking of making the cut,
yep.
I was going to ask you.
Go ahead.
The Simmons 6.
Yep.
And the 2 cents with a nickel back and the random gripe
They're not
those
cut.
they didn't make the cut.
They're not cut. It's just with how our structure of how the show is right now, it's been a little bit
Kind of hard to bring somebody
It's hard
in
to
the middle.
yeah, because when we're on the one camera shot, it'd be hard for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna do my Simmons 6 and just have an empty chair until we bring somebody else in. That being said,
Yeah,
there's
you can do that. They got the green room in there.
I'm just gonna say too. There's right now we're in some conversation modes of how the morning show is gonna shift here, probably in the middle of September.
The Simmons Says part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a
That's
little bit of
cool.
a shift that's gonna happen here soon. So yeah, I
You
think
going to
that'll
change your time slot?
Yeah,
You are?
we are gonna change the time slot. Probably gonna change the a little bit of the lineup. Might change a little bit.
So what time are you thinking about starting?
Before 9 a.m.
Before 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I'm gonna have to get up to go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning
He'd be
now.
over there with Tim.
Well, I know Tim usually gets there a little bit after I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It won't change.
He-
It won't.
Tim's around 8 o'clock.
Ours, the father and son part won't change. We'll
Oh, so it's to be
We'll
10:30.
still be doing it this time. Yeah.
Oh, phew.
But it'll be.
So I can still go to the gym.
It's going to be a different show. It's just going to be a different show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Care to elaborate, or is that
No,
something
not
for
yet.
a later date?
Not yet. Save it for a later date.
Save it for a later date. How
Yeah.
soon is this going to happen? The change?
The fair.
Oh, the
So,
fair.
It's not. It won't be long.
I got you.
Won't be long.
Won't
Yeah.
be long at
We'll
all.
announce all that. We'll get together and we'll announce all that, and you'll be able to know. But yeah, it'll be when we. But I do feel like when we do that, it actually will bring back some of my segments that I
That's
used to
good.
do with the Simmons 6 and the round of the or not the round of the week. That Solon's thing.
Yeah.
The Simmons 2 cents, and maybe
That
not.
is
Maybe not the
definitely
random
Solon's
gripe.
thing.
We might leave the random. That random gripe might not. It might get cut.
Okay.
Yeah. But
How about the Am I Too Old To? That
depends.
that was
a silver
Tina's.
scissors thing.
Yeah,
so
that was
I don't know.
silver.
It depends on if we want to do
Making the cuts better.
Yeah, I think Silver Scissor. That'll probably stay on the father and son show.
Did you like? I sent you a text and said I had an idea about.
Yes, I like them all.
okay.
I think we should do them all.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty good.
We might. Well, probably what
Who has the spirit?
What'll probably end up happening is we'll probably extend our show by 30 minutes and go from 10:30 to noon on
Okay.
Fridays.
10:30 to noon.
Yeah.
Oh, you think I could fill an extra half hour?
If we have multiple extra segments, we're going to have to.
Well,
I mean, you think about it. We're at 11:30 right now. We've not done song lyrics. We've not done jokes, and we're not going to be able to get to them today.
Oh man.
Yep. In fact, we're done here on the Simmons Says Show.
Yep.
Sponsored by Mud Bums Family Sports Grill, presenting sponsor of the Simmons Says Show. Again, 507-2867, 507-BUMS. If you want to go over there right now, give them a call. Go and pick it up through the drive-thru or stop in, take the $10 lunch special, whether you can either get the meat and 3 or you can get a cheeseburger, your choice of a cheeseburger, chicken tenders, or a barbecue sandwich with a side and a drink for only $10 at Mud Bums.
My stomach's growing.
Family Sports Grill. We will be on air tonight, again, 6 p.m. on the Warren County Way with the pregame show, 7 p.m. It's about 6:45 p.m. We will start on the Warren County Sports Authority with our broadcast of Pioneer football. That is going to be presented tonight by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Their slogan is, "We show up." We'll be there tonight. We will be showing up at Nunley Stadium. Hope you do too. Again, first 65 students that don't already have an all-season pass will be admitted for free. Yes, I said free, to tonight's game and any Warren County High School sporting event here on for the rest of the school year.
Awesome.
Yep. Dad, love you.
Love you, Jeff.
We'll
Go
be back.
Pioneers.